Welcome to Instagiv's webinar on registration via SMS. To begin, our mission then with Instagiv is to enable charities to maximise the potential of mobile fundraising and donor engagement using mobile and digital technologies. So whilst Instagiv specialise in text-to-donate software, we also have the engagement facilities as well. So our registration campaigns are text campaigns without a donation attached. So they allow you to communicate and engage with your supporter base without them having to make a donation to you. These types of campaigns may be used for information or marketing purposes. Some of our milestones then, there's been over 500 charities using Instagiv at the minute. We have ran over 5,000 campaigns and that is growing day by day. Over 100 million texts sent from our platform. That would be our outbound SMS tool. So whilst you can receive messages from your supporters and donors, you can also send messages from your Instagiv platform to them. There has been over £10.5 million raised for our charity clients. Some of our clients, this is some, but not all of our clients. So we work with all charities regardless of the size of them, big or small. We have got something to suit everyone and we work alongside you to discuss your requirements and create the best campaign possible to meet your needs. So some key facts then, on average 98% of texts are opened versus an average of 20% on email. So text messages seem to be that little bit more personal. Most people who receive a text message to their phone tend to open and read and digest the contents of that text. There's also no spam or junk box on a phone, which is great. Your message will always go into their inbox on a phone. It takes on average 60 minutes for someone to respond to an email versus an average response time on text, which is 60 seconds or less. 96% of UK adults go online using a mobile device, and 70% and rising of UK web traffic comes through a mobile device. Our platform is also mobile friendly. £122 million was raised in donations via SMS in 2015/16. Registration via SMS then. So as discussed, these are campaigns without a donation attached. So you select your keyword, for example, info. We will assign it to one of our shared 70 shortcodes, example 70145, and there's no donation attached to this campaign. So if someone wanted to send you a message, you could advertise it for support for a petition, advocacy reasons, event sign-ups, anything really that you need your supporters to send you, they can do it via text without a donation value being deducted from their phone bill. This can be used for both inbound and outbound SMS, so you can advertise your campaign encouraging your supporter base to text into you. If you have got a CRM or a recipient list of opt-in mobile numbers, you can also upload those to your Instagiv platform and send them a message. If you select the type as response request, they can then reply to you. So if you want them to reply with their address, their full name, their email address for registration purposes, to sign up for an event, anything that you need them to reply to you, you can then send them an outbound text, attach your registration campaign so that all the responses then are recorded and stored under that campaign. With outbound SMS, you can see out of the full recipient list that you sent the text to, you're able to see how many people was that text delivered to. If you have requested that they reply to you with whatever information that you require, you can then go into that campaign on your Instagiv account and view the response rate. So you can see, okay, we sent this up to a list of 80,000 people. Let's see how many people responded to us. And you can fully view the responses as well and download that information. Registration campaigns are primarily used for engagement and communication purposes. and the response message is fully customizable. So if you create a campaign with the keyword info, the short code 70145, and someone texts that to you, you can customize the bounce back message that goes back to them. So on your Instagiv platform, you can go into the info campaign and you can customize that response text to say, thank you for sending us your details, and then maybe a link to your website or whatever content that you want, you can put in there so that when someone engages with you via text, they get a response message back instantly, acknowledging their text and with whatever other content that you want to say to them. And there's also full campaign reporting available. So as discussed, you're able to see the responses to your outbound send, and you're also able to see if you have advertised your keyword and you just want people to text into you, you can see those responses as well and the details of those text messages. Again, what it's primarily used for: event sign-ups, support for petitions, gathering opt-ins, gathering personal details, cause support, for people to register their interest, for fundraising and sponsorship, and for advocacy. So this is just to name a few. You can use an SMS campaign for anything. The registration side of things, because there's no donation attached, you can use it to upsell, to upgrade people from, say, single giving to regular giving, giving them the details of those types of campaigns, capturing addresses, anything that you require. So registration via SMS, this is just a little example. So the supporter sees your advert on your Facebook page or on the radio or on TV and wants to text you, they can do that, okay? From this, an SMS response message is automatically sent to the supporter to acknowledge their text. And again, this can be fully customised by you to suit your campaign and your charity in the campaign setup area of Instagiv. So using registration campaigns for outbound SMS, again, the charity, you would upload your recipient list. You would create a new bulk outbound SMS send and select the type as response request. That just means that they have the ability to text you back to reply to your message. Okay. Insert the content of your text, asking your supporter to reply with your keyword plus whatever details that you need them to reply with. It's essential that the first word they text back is the keyword to allow our system to pick it up and allocate the response to the correct campaign on your Instagiv platform. This can be used to capture event sign-ups, registration, contact details, etc. And again, all responses are recorded and stored on your Instagiv account. Campaign setup and some platform examples. This is an example taken from our Instagiv test platform. So if we can see here, the campaign type is free to user. It's known as registration and free to user campaigns. Free because it does not cost them a donation amount to engage with you via text. The keyword here is test, and the short code is 70660. So if someone was to send the word test to 70660, they would get a response message, and this is the response message they could get. This is the message that you can fully customize, so when they engage with you, they get a reply from you and you can customize it. So many thanks for registering your details with us. You have opted in to hear from our charity. Reply stop at any time. Any stop requests we get, they will be allocated alongside that person's mobile number on your account. So if someone does opt in and later on they opt out by texting stop, that will be fully recorded and noted beside their phone number. And if someone has opted in and they happen to be on a recipient list on your Instagiv account and later on you send that recipient list a text, if someone has opted out since opting in, their number will be blocked from receiving that text. So that's just an additional safety net with Instagiv. So if someone opts in, if many people opt in and you create a recipient list from that and you plan to send them a text and in between times they opt out, they won't receive your text because our system does have the intelligence to allocate all stop requests and opt out requests to each mobile number instantly. So channels then, this is another part of campaign setup. What channels is used for is if you have got your text campaign advertised in various different places. For example, we can see here website, Facebook and radio, and you want to see where we're advertising our text campaign, where is reaching the biggest audience and drawing in the most inbound texts. And this can also be used for donations. So the keyword changes slightly because a number goes at the end of the keyword, and that number represents the channel in which that text code is advertised on. So if we see here for website, you would have text test1 to 70660. On Facebook, you would have text test2 to 70660, and video would be text test3. Those numbers represent the channel in which that text has came from. On your inbound report then, you're able to filter by channel and see we have got X amount of inbound texts from test 3 compared to test 2 and 1. It looks like the radio is working best for us. Basically allows you to see where your supporters hang out, both online and offline. If someone forgets to put the number in their text, the text message still will go through successfully. If it's a donation or if it's just for engagement, that text is not lost, nor is the donation. It just means you will not be able to see which channel they've came from. This is particularly useful if you spend a lot of your marketing budget trying to advertise and market your new text codes, because you're able to see, are those advertising and marketing mediums working for you? So if you're spending some budget on Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn paid ads or sponsored ads, you're able to add those as channels and see, well, this is the money we're spending, and are we getting a return on that? Is our text code reaching the right people, the right amount of people as well? And are we getting inbound text from this? So it allows you to see where you're spending your money and is it working for you. So you can use unlimited channels and there is no additional charge for this. Consent then. So the way our consent feature works is everything is captured at the point of donation or the point of texting into you. So it's all around how you advertise your text code. We have two different methods of consent. So we have implicit, which is asking people to text keyword no. The no is obviously to opt their mobile number out of receiving future communications from your charity. And explicit is asking them to text keyword yes. The yes is obviously them opting in to hear from you. Everything is done at the point of donation, so it's all around how you advertise and market your campaign. Anywhere that you've got it advertised, you must give your audiences the option. So especially if you have got this switched on, it has to be in all marketing materials. It's not like they text you, then they get a bounce back message to acknowledge their text or their donation, then they get asked, would you like to opt in? It's not like that. Everything is done in the one text to make it as user friendly as possible. And for example, if you were to use explicit, which is asking people to text keyword yes to engage with or to donate to you and opt in, an example of what your marketing collateral could look like is, we would love to stay in touch with you via SMS with updates about this campaign and our charity. To give £5 and to opt in to allow us to send you information via SMS, text give yes. Otherwise, just text give. The give keyword is just an example in this case. Everyone who puts a yes in their text, our system will allocate that mobile number as an opt-in record because they have put yes in their message. They have seen on your advertising materials to donate or to engage and opt in. I must put a yes in my text. Therefore, they're opting themselves in. Okay. They can opt out at any time, and any mobile number, as I say, that's got a yes beside it will be listed on your Instagiv account as an opt-in. Any mobile number who has not got a yes, it doesn't matter if they have no or they have nothing. If they don't have a yes, when you have got explicit consent enabled, they are then listed as an opt-out, and you can extract all of this information and create a recipient list from it, and then later on send them a text. So it's the same idea with implicit, which is asking people to text keyword no to donate and opt out. An example of what your marketing collateral could look like for that is text give to 70660 to donate £5. We may contact you about this campaign and our charity. To give £5 but to opt out of any further contact, text give no. So anyone who puts no in their text is listed as an opt-out on your platform, and anyone who does not put the word no in their text is an opt-in. Okay, now both are fully compliant because it's all around how you advertise it. It would be different if you had your consent feature enabled, but you did not give your audience the option on all of your advertising and marketing materials to either opt in or opt out. But both are fully compliant because on everywhere that you've got this advertised, you're given them the option. If you want to use implicit, you're letting them know if they want to opt out, they must put no in their text. And similarly with explicit, if they want to opt in, they must put yes in their text. So once you have got your thank you message edited, you have added your channels, you have enabled consent, all you do is click save and those changes will be in effect immediately because our platform works in real time. Onto reporting now. There's full detailed reporting for every single campaign that you have got with Instagiv. Okay, and this is an example snapshot of what it could look like. So at the top here you can see the length of time your campaign's been active for, the total number of texts it has received, the total number of unique mobile numbers, the amount raised, the amount failed, and the amount pending. Okay, this is an example of your inbound report. So it's the date and time of the engagement or the donation, the donor's mobile number, the type, the keyword, the short code, the full message that they have wrote to you. Keywords work in both lower and uppercase. The amount they have donated, because this is a registration campaign, this is all going to be 0 because there's no donation attached. Their network, the status here, all of the lights are green, therefore the texts have been delivered successfully. If they are ever red, it's because it has failed. And from the toggle column, you can click fail reason and have it appear on your report just here. So you can always see the fail reason. On a donation campaign, the most common fail reason we see is user is out of credit. So obviously they're pay as you go rather than pay monthly, and they're maybe trying to donate £5 with £3 credit on their phone. It's not often we see a fail reason, but if there is a fail, it's not often we see a fail, but if there is a fail, you can always see the reason, okay? You have full data ownership here, so you can download these reports at any time using the green CSV button, and you can add and remove whatever columns you do need or don't need to your inbound report. So that brings us to the end of our registration webinar. Hopefully we gave you a positive insight into campaigns without a donation attached, which are known as registration or free to user campaigns with Instagiv. So again, just to recap, they are primarily used for communication and engagement purposes only, and they are used quite commonly across all of our clients. So if you want to engage with or communicate with or keep in contact or keep your supporters in the loop or up to date, an SMS campaign is perfect. It does not cost them a donation to engage with you because there's no donation attached, and response rate and open rate of text do tend to be quite high. So what I can do is take any questions now, and also any questions that you may have, please also direct them to help@instagiv.com, and a member of our team will be able to get back to you. So thank you everyone for attending. Now it's time for questions.